A Republican congressman exited a heated town hall through the back door after facing relentless laughter and heckling while attempting to defend President Donald Trump. Representative Barry Moore was bombarded with tough questions and heckles during a lively town hall in Daphne, Alabama. The tense confrontation was captured in a 40-minute video by the advocacy group Indivisible Baldwin County. It shows Moore struggling under persistent questioning about Medicaid cuts, the closure of rural hospitals, Trump-era tariffs, immigration crackdowns, abortion bans, and the deployment of the National Guard in Washington, D.C. Moore's attempts to respond were often drowned out by laughter and interruptions. At one point, the audience openly mocked his evasive answers. By the end of the night, the Republican lawmaker had had enough, cutting the event short and slipping away through an exit rather than facing the increasingly hostile crowd. A woman asked about due process for immigrants, and Moore's response was met with loud jeers and cries of false. He stated, "So, due process for a citizen and a non-citizen are different things," but was drowned out by the crowd's reaction. Failing to restore calm, he turned to an aide who took the microphone from him before he headed for the exit to chants of shame. The question about due process proved to be the tipping point, but Moore had been grilled all night in Baldwin County, an area where Donald Trump won 78.4% of the vote in the 2024 presidential election. When asked about Donald Trump's most meaningful accomplishment, Moore cited border security, which was met with laughter, loud jeers, and chants of "next question." He was also accused of lying after asserting that Medicaid cuts in Trump's megabill would apply only to undocumented immigrants. Moore did not offer closing remarks or say goodnight as he exited the event in Daphne, a suburb of Mobile. In an interview on Thursday on The Dale Jackson Show, a conservative Alabama podcast and radio program, Moore denied slipping out the back. "We left like any other event," he said. "I think we tried to engage and answer questions, but unfortunately, it got hijacked." Moore added that he was so calm throughout the event and insisted he doesn't mind facing the heat head-on. He attributed the disruptions to some of the same bad actors, who he said he had seen at other appearances. The Alabama congressman, first elected in 2020, is now running for Senator Tommy Tuberville's seat as Tuberville campaigns for governor. Since Donald Trump re-entered the White House in January, numerous Republican lawmakers have faced intense backlash during in-person town halls. Representative Warren Davidson was booed over Trump-sponsored policies in Ohio, and amid sweeping Department of Government efficiency cuts in February, Representative Rich McCormick in Georgia was heckled for justifying Elon Musk's work. Representative Mark Alford was the latest GOP lawmaker to host a contentious live event during the August recess. On Monday, voters at a town hall meeting in Missouri demanded that the Republican congressman denounce President Donald Trump's lies and told him to get his head out of Trump's behind. Moore did not immediately respond to a request for further comment.